Hey, what's up? This is Kevin from Kevin's Barbecue Joints, and this one's fantastic. It's with Esaul and Grecia Ramos from 2M Smokehouse, but we're talking about something very new that's coming up that's opening October 28th. It's Grecia's standalone location in Castroville, which will be called Baked by Chef Grecia Ramos, and right next door is Blu Lacy Smokehouse, and that'll be a barbecue joint with a twist. They go into detail all about both locations. I wanted to hear from them specifically what's going to be happening. As I mentioned, they're opening October 28th. That's the grand opening. They go over the hours, the menu, the pits, everything. It's really exciting for them, and it's going to be something special. I can't thank them enough during their busy schedule to take the time to do this. Sit back, relax, enjoy this, and be sure to visit your local barbecue joint. Well, good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning, Kevin. We're good.
You're smiling, so that's the first good sign.
No, it's good, man. It's a good day. We're almost there, so we'll see how it goes.
So you guys are currently in Castroville?
We are.
Yes.
We're here right now.
The reason why I reached out, which probably everyone knows, is because I want to hear about your new venture from you guys personally. And I don't know who wants to start, because are both places opening the same day?
That's the plan.
That's
Go
the
ahead,
plan.
babe. Tell 'em.
No, you go first. Ladies first, so thank you. We are supposed to be opening up on the 28th. That'll be our grand opening. And as of right now, everything goes well, we will open up on the 28th.
Yeah,
And that will be two standalone locations.
Correct.
two standalone locations. Yes,
Wow, that's exciting. So will you have you guys gonna do a ribbon cutting?
we are actually.
We
We were
want
talking.
to,
We were
yeah.
talking about that today. Hopefully, if everything goes well.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Okay, so let's talk about what are they both called, and then Grecia, I eventually want to talk about too a little bit about, because you went to San Diego to hone your skills, and you've done a bunch of extra
Right.
stuff, and then Esaul, I want to see if I'm probably pronouncing it like Kevin would. You also, I want to know how much of what you had talked about in the last episode came to fruition with your new place, and like all the different things about the smokehouse and all that.
Okay. Yeah.
We should be opening up on the 28th. It'll be a bakery, standalone bakery. As of right now, we're gonna have a very limited menu. So we'll be having some cakes, a little bit of lamination, some croissants, some cookies, a few specialty breads. So we'll be doing some sourdoughs, some baguettes. We'll be doing some of the buns for Blu Lacy and 2M. So that'll be nice. You'll get still a little bit of baked everywhere. But yeah, to start, we're gonna be a little on the condensed side for our menu.
It'll be called Baked.
Yes, it's named Baked by Chef Grecia Ramos.
Hours wise, are they going to coincide with the hours at Blu Lacy or no? Okay.
No, I'm actually gonna be opening up at 5 a.m. So we're gonna be early birds. We're gonna try to get everyone before they go out to San Antonio, grab their breakfast sandwiches, their croissants with hopefully their coffee. Coffee is going to be held back a little bit to start, but within the next month, we should be bringing in cold brew and drip coffee.
Oh, cool. Okay. And then
Yeah.
I know what you mean. And it's also, I think, because you maybe talked about it off camera, or I might have researched it after talking to you. Lamination. Lamination is what?
Croissant, any puff pastry, so any danishes, any kind of layered pastry or any not fried, but it's like buttery fried in the oven. Those are
So
gonna be
is that called because of the layers? Is that why it's called lamination, or?
correct? So we're folding on butter dough, and you get anywhere between 50 to maybe 100 layers. And all of that is like very technical. So depending on how many layers you have will determine how crunchy it is, how bready it is. It will determine the mouthfeel for the butter whenever you eat it. That mouthfeel at the end, like that will determine on your layers. So yeah, lamination's pretty interesting. It's fun.
You got a machine for that?
I do. I have a laminator. It's a really nice, beautiful digital laminator that I'm starting to get to work with this week.
Oh, wow. That's cool, because I know that you had said that it's pretty intensive, labor intensive if you don't have
It
a machine.
is. It really is. Your shoulders and your elbows will hate you.
So that's what, like, when people have a croissant, it's funny how we eat all these things in life without thinking how much
Yes,
effort and how
the
much
labor that went behind it.
and it's because of
agree.
you that I think about it now. Honestly,
I appreciate that.
like because it's so wonderful, but it's also like we take a lot of in general, not just food wise,
So
we take
much.
a lot of stuff in general. Like you'll drive across a bridge and you're like, it's gonna stay up, it'll get me across, it's wonderful, but
So
it's like,
true.
someone had to engineer it,
2
make sure
weeks
it
later, you're like, ugh.
works. And then you blame the person if it's false.
Right. You're like,
But we're all just humans just trying to wait. So okay, so cool. So that's your portion. And what days of the week are you planning right now?
As of right now, we'll be opening Wednesday through Sunday. Wednesday through Friday, we'll be opening up at 5 a.m. and closing at 1:30. Saturdays will be from 7 a.m. to 1:30 and Sundays from 8 to 1:30.
Awesome.
Eventually, we will be opening up at night. We wanted to open up around maybe 5-ish and have like maybe a little something.
Did you get a chance to really design it the way you want to?
I did. I did. There was
That's
a few
cool.
things that I could have maybe done differently. But when we were designing it, I mean, once I saw the bake shop, it's just gorgeous. I loved it.
That's cool. And so I don't think you've even shown photos of it, so people have to visit. You'll be showing as time goes on, you'll start to show more
Yes,
photos.
for sure. For
That's
sure.
cool. So it's counter service and the other tables inside so people can sit?
No, it's a very small lounge. Like as soon as you come in into the lobby area, it's very small.
Okay.
You'll be able to see croissants as soon as you come in. To your left will be all the confections. So you'll have all your cakes, your petit gâteaux, your petit fours. You'll be able to see those on the display. And then we'll have a display with some frozen items. So they'll be able to pick up frozen cookie dough, frozen bread puddings, or whatever we have for the week. We'll have them in small little batches so they can take them home. And you get that craving at 1, 2 in the morning. You get to have baked at that time too.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. How excited are you for this?
Oh, so excited. So excited. It's nerve-wracking, but it's exciting.
I'm excited. It's like a Band-Aid to me, man. I'm just ready to pull it off and just hurry up and do it.
Yeah, I know. And also too, it's been in the works, for a while, and it's just something that, it's one thing to talk about it and talk about it and talk about it, but to do it and seeing some of those, I think you have a video that you show pulling off some of the I guess lamination, whatever that is on top. Like the guys are setting up and bringing stuff in. It feels it's real now. That's
so real.
That's wild. And so for people that, if they were silly enough to not watch our first interview, there's not going to be the same desserts and same pastries, the same things won't be at 2M. They're two separate entities, right?
Correct.
Once she starts figuring out, I guess, what goes over there, what stays over here, you only find that there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nice, right? Because then it'll force people to have to go to her place for something different.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's great. That's great. And it's also, it makes going to 2M special because those things are 2M or desserts or whatever you want. Yeah.
Correct.
What do you call it overall? Do you call it pastries? Do you call it desserts? Do you call it, or is it everything?
Desserts. Yeah, desserts.
Yeah, desserts better, right?
Once in a while, I get a little fancy.
So dessert goes over, like if you talk, the umbrella of desserts would be like pastries are under. Okay.
I mean, it's the opposite, but like, yeah, it's cool.
It's the opposite, of course. Maybe I'll edit that out.
Yeah.
No, actually, I kind of keep some of that stuff in because I want people to know that I'm just as dumb as everyone else. Like we're all just
Don't worry about it. There's still a lot of words I'm learning in the baking world. I'm like, what was that again?
Yeah. Blu Lacy. So let's talk about that.
Yeah. So now we're pretty much, I want to say, we're about 98% there. Building's already done. Crew's already gone. I think they're doing last minute punch items. That's about it. But that's already done. I think right now they're literally putting in camera system and speakers. So that's it. We were putting tables together the other day. We made a haul to the auction not too long ago, picked up some last minute things. Oh, cool. And now bringing in the crew. Crew came in today, chefs in the back, getting everything situated, figuring out that stuff. I got my prep crew coming in, going over everything. My smokehouse is already, they've been here for a couple weeks now. Yeah. So we've been kind of testing everything out here. So we've been cooking some of the things for 2M, and we're just like, we can, it's nice that way because we're able to practice on a big cook. So we'll be able to break some of the smokers in and stuff. So it's been an interesting last 4 weeks for sure.
Can you describe kind of how, when you come in, what it is and what the concept, how it differentiates itself from 2M?
Yeah. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's a barbecue restaurant, right? Same style of barbecue. By that, I mean, like, what everybody's accustomed to. Good barbecue, just different from 2M. Different flavors, maybe not different meats, maybe same meats, but just different seasonings, different sides and things like that. And then it's just different altogether. Tuesday through Sunday, lunch and dinner. We have a bar. I mean, it's 7,500 square feet. Wow. You know what I mean?
That's good. So
size. It's like, yeah, and not only that, right? But we're no longer in a city. We're now in a smaller town and things like that. So it's a lot more neat. There's a lot of different things that are going on here or that are happening here that don't necessarily happen over there, or they just get lost in how big a city is.
Well, and it's also going to be interesting holiday wise. Like small towns have a different flair, like a different feeling during the holidays, and there'll be like little festivals and little things. That's cool. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because that's exactly what everybody's been telling us about. They're like, "Hey, you got to get ready for O Town Christmas," and it's like 2,000. It's apparently it's huge, man. Like
Oh,
2,000 vendors come out, like 2,000 something people come out,
woo.
and they all hang out like at the square, which is kind of cool because we're on the square,
Okay.
so we'll be able to see all that, all that go down. So
I
I'm excited for
love.
that.
See, that's what I would love to move to. Some small, like a small town that's not too small, but somewhere that has, or at least visit. I've never been. It's all my mom watches a lot of Hallmark TV, and so they always have like it seems like everywhere has this like at least in Hallmark land has like a little small town, and people are getting coffee and getting their pumpkin or getting their a
That's
Christmas
exactly
tree.
how it is.
Yeah, that's really neat. That'll be fun for you guys because it's at least for sure this year is so fresh and so wow. So you do you think you'll find yourself more at Blue Lacy than 2M for right now, just because to get things or be going back and forth or
Yeah, so I'll probably be going back and forth. In the beginning, my plan is to hit 2M in the mornings and then work my way. The nice thing is that 2M's already set up, right? So like I have my crew there. They know what to do. They're a solid crew. I know that that'll be okay. But I'll be there every morning checking up on everybody and then head this way.
you said different flavors. Can you at least give some people some hints as to what the different flavors are or what will be are you like different seasonings or different what do you what's
Yeah,
or experiment with different specials or
it'll be more like I mean, at the end of the day, it's how like the meats are gonna be seasoned, right? Like over there we do salt and pepper. Over here it might be I don't know, deeper pepper than salt and things like that. Like different barbecue sauces, right? Like
hmm,
different barbecue sauce. Over there too, and we have more of a sweet. Over here we'll have like a mustard, and then like I have like a thick and hearty kind of sauce that I'm working on.
huh.
Sides will be different. Like over here, we'll have Brussels sprouts, we'll have potato salad. Whereas as to over there, we don't. Chef wants to bring in some kind of small Asian twists and things to
Oh, cool.
certain things, like in terms of like sauces and like certain proteins. You know what I mean? Like we want to play around with like duck and like we want to have fun with like wild game, and we want to have fun with like more
That's
direct cooking over here and things like that. So just
that's
more
fun.
fun things that we can do over here that we have the facility and hopefully the staff to be able to do that to where I can break away and have have more fun on something that isn't an offset.
Yeah, and then that's important life wise. That's like important drive wise. That's if you just do the same thing over and over again. I think certain people can. There's like a certain percentage of people that are able to do that, but that's nice that you're able to spread your wings with this. Were you able to get the sausage room that you wanted? Like you say, you had you were gonna get the sausage room of your dreams. Did that happen? Or?
I did. I got all the equipment that I needed for it. I love where it's at. For some reason, I guess it was the architect or whatever, but for some reason they put the water softener in my sausage room that took up so much real estate. But other than that, I'm really really happy with it, man. It's the sausage production should be cut exponentially now, so it'll be a lot smoother. It'll be a lot more streamlined, so it'll be nice.
And you'll be able to be creative with that as well, right?
Absolutely. We already have our 3 sausages down. I'm working on a Alsatian sausage, which is like a French style sausage that's big in this area,
Hmm.
but I'm just not happy with it yet. So I'm still messing around with it and stuff. Hopefully it'll be ready for opening day. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I'm not too sure.
Okay. Do you do the thing? This is something I just learned that people do. Do you make a patty and fry it and then try it?
No, no,
Have you ever done
no.
that?
And I hate that I don't, and I really should, but for some reason, I put it in my head that the patty's going to taste different than what it would be if it was inside of a sausage. So I'll just bang out 10 pounds. So like anytime I experiment with anything, it'll be 10 pounds, and I'll just go based off of that.
Okay, because I had just heard that recently when I was talking to someone back in Atlanta, and I think he had heard that Lane at Goalies did it, and I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing, but it made sense because like say it's too salty, you
For
don't know
sure, for
until you
sure.
made 10 pounds.
No, dude, and that's the way I should be doing it, right? I just choose not to. I'm just like, nah, I'm just gonna link this up. I want to see what it looks like in a link. I want to see what it looks like cooked in
Yeah.
this link, and then I want to see what it tastes like. And if it's good, awesome. And if it's not, then I'll just cook it, and some stray dogs will be eating sausage that morning.
Very
Which
good.
yeah, stray dogs do need food. That's important. That's a good takeaway from this. They do. There's and you never know. Stray cats do. But I don't want to just
Yes,
say
we
just
can.
dog.
Yeah.
So Gracia, do you and again, I apologize. I'm mispronouncing if you're raising, but you went to San Diego for some
I did.
training.
I went out to Wayfair in La Jolla,
Hmm.
and it was a great experience. I've got to work with sourdough, got to work on baguettes. They taught me lamination. I was okay with lamination, but they really like got down to the nitty-gritty of stuff, which was really, really nice. And then I got to experience a little bit with pizza, which was their pizza was phenomenal. I absolutely love their pizza.
Wow.
But everything out there was really nice. I learned a lot. I learned a lot. Definitely on the bread aspect of things. We tend to do a lot of things with recipes. And not that the sourdough doesn't need a recipe, but it constantly changes on the humidity, on the environment that day. Is it raining? Is it super dry? Is it super cold? Is it too hot? Is it too humid? Those things really change your bread. So that was something that they really, really honed down on, which is nice.
Wow. And so your place is set, are you set up for like proper, like are you excited about the bread? Because the bread making aspect, that's pretty cool for people in the town or people that are coming through to grab bread too is a big deal. That's
Yes,
a
I hope
component.
so. I mean, they don't have an HEB here. They have a Walmart. So if you're going to be getting bread, you're more than likely going to buy commercial.
Mhm.
So it's going to be really nice to be bringing in those brioche loaves, the sourdough loaves, something a little different.
Yeah, that's cool. It does. It also just smells so
Delicious.
incredible. Uh,
I
like
can't
it's,
wait to like start engulfing everything with barbecue and sweets.
I know. Imagine that. Imagine walking by and smelling that. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's like
I kind of
Disneyland.
wanted. Did you ever go to like when I was in elementary? Went to like the buttercrust factory. Did you ever go to the buttercrust factory? They ever send you on a field trip to that?
Like we had Wonder out here. I think it's what we did.
Okay, yeah, well, like the same thing. Whatever bread factory,
Yeah, yeah.
huge over there. And I remember going there and like it's amazing. Like
Oh,
smelling the bread, you're just like, oh, this is so good.
I
And
know.
that's kind of what I envision. I'm like, I hope that's what it is. I mean, not that I need more bread in my life, but Jesus.
But no, but also too, that's what's so hard is like if you have a diet that says you can't have bread, it just doesn't. I can't even. I can't comprehend it. It's like I would cheat.
Agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Also,
need
like,
those
what
carbs.
kind of bread are you eating, right? Because there is
True.
shitty bread.
There is. There's really shitty bread. There's really,
Really shitty bread, man.
and when you have really good bread, when you have really good anything that like a light bulb goes off, you go, what is wrong? What have I had my entire life?
What I've been
Yeah.
When
doing.
you can eat a
Yeah.
whole loaf and you don't feel bloated or just gross afterwards, you're like, this is dangerous. This is so dangerous.
Definitely. And I've watched I've geeked out on YouTube videos of guys making bread in France and making chocolate in France, and it's just there's some cool I've watched to the extent of me watching videos on barbecue I've watched with bread making, and it's such an art. It's really
It
really
is,
cool.
right? Yeah.
So how are you guys feeling? How is this? Do you guys feel like a calm before the storm? Do you feel still pretty stressed or?
Yeah, I think now I'm at that point where it's like there is no more stress. Like it's just like a calm now. Like I'm just ready to open it up and stuff and then see how it goes. The stress was already there. Stress it's always gonna be there, right? Like I could deal with that, be open as well. But for right now, like it's just like a calm now. Like I'm just watching everybody come in, train up everybody, making sure that they're doing it the way they're supposed to, making sure it's flowing the way it's supposed to, and then I just want to open up and then start fixing all the problems that I know are going to come once that happens, right? You're like, okay, this did happen. We knew this was going to happen. Let's do this now or whatever. So
or the things you didn't anticipate, you could always at least.
Yeah.
But do you guys have discussions between yourselves like, can you believe that this is happening? This is pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Every now and then, like I'll look at it and be like, yeah, I guess it's happening. Wow, like we were just talking about this. Now you're like, holy shit, here we are.
Yeah, you have to do it now.
Yeah, there's no going back.
Yeah, it's one thing to talk about it, but when it's real, and that's really
real.
Cool. Yeah.
No, man, we're excited. It's a huge project, but we're gonna swing for the fences and see how it goes, right? Because life's about the journey, man.
Yeah, and you have to take chances, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why not? Especially with if someone's willing to bank on you, why not?
Yeah, definitely. And sounds like it was, as I'll put a link below to our last discussion, but it was a good situation. You guys waited for something to really make sense. And so for people that might not know, because I don't think we had the name before our interview, Blu Lacy, why is it called Blu Lacy? And can you talk about the pits just a little bit so people know what kind of
for sure. So Blu Lacy, the name comes from Blu Lacy is the state dog, right? Which is pretty neat. I didn't know that, so Joe's the one that brought it to my attention, and he was like, "Hey, what do you think about this name?" And I was like, "I like it. Like it rolls off the tongue." I was like, "What is it? Where'd you get it from?" And he was like, "Oh, it's our state dog." And I was like, "Well."
Gorgeous dog.
And I was like, damn, I didn't even know we had a state dog.
I don't
but
know.
then come to find out, neither do like 90% of Texans. Okay. And I'm like, okay, awesome. But so that's where the name came from. We wanted something that just kind of represented Texas, and I was like, it's what's more badass than a Blu Lacy, and it looks like a really badass dog too. So that's where the name came from. As far as the smokers, I have 2,000-gallon Syntex offsets, and I have which will be doing most of the rib cook and like turkeys and like specialty meats or things like that. And then we have our rotisserie, which is our M&M, and that thing will be powered. It'll hold all of our, I'm gonna say briskets. Like it's doing a really good job at cooking them right now.
Mm-hmm.
We've been tinkering with it a lot and things like that. So now it's kind of like we have it to where we like how it's cooking at where it's at. And then now it's just boiling down to my trimmers, right? So like as long as they're trimming the meat the way they're supposed to be, it'll get rendered the way it's supposed to be. So we'll see. I'm excited for that, man. The M&M's new, so super excited for that. 2000s, which is cool. I got a direct cooker coming in that's also a Syntex that I'm really excited about. I'm excited to just cook. I mean, you can cook anything on that thing, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you had that. Maybe you said that, but I don't remember. That's cool.
Yeah, it's at 2M still. I gotta lug it over here, and then we have this like cool Argentinian cooking thing that I'm gonna make picanha on and stuff like that. So I'm excited for that.
That's in the restaurant itself already, or?
Yeah, it's in the smokehouse right now.
Oh, in the smokehouse. Okay. Is there anything that you want people to know about this? I just love talking to you guys. I can't wait to visit you guys in person because this is like killing me.
I mean, just come and eat barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Come and eat barbecue and have some drinks.
Yeah.
Because that's, I want Blu Lacy to be a place that like the town can get behind. The town loves going. Something they're proud of. Something, you know what I mean? And then just a place to come get good barbecue, good drinks, and have a good time. So,
and is it a full bar? I don't think I asked.
It is a full bar.
Wow.
It is a full bar. We're the fourth.
One of four, I believe.
We're the fourth place in this town that has a full bar.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that.
That's
and it's
awesome.
it's a cool little bar too, man. Like it's outdoors. It's in the right area. Like it's nice.
Oh, that is killer. That's awesome. And so for people too that don't know, how far away is Castroville from 2M?
From 2M, okay, so yeah, it's about 25-35 minutes. If you're deep San Antonio, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You're pretty
what's deep, like Alamo boat?
Like out north, like 1604 281 area. Like if you're out there, you're looking at probably 45 minutes.
Once you've gotten to a certain point, you're on more open road, isn't it? Kind of. It's west, right?
Oh yeah, man. You just hop on Highway 90 and you're there.
Okay.
Just cool. 90 west all the way.
Skip away.
Is this hop skipping away? That's
not too far. It's a nice little drive. It's a very nice little drive.
Are you guys staying there, or do you guys stay at home and then come every day, or is it?
Yeah, we're in San Antonio. We just drive in every day, and then that'll change. It has to.
Yeah.
So we're seeing. Cool. We're looking. We're seeing.
You're right. You're spending night on Redfin at night, looking at.
What's there?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. There's not a lot. Like,
no,
I'm sure there's not.
Castroville's, it's tough.
Yeah. No, I'm sure there's not. And also too, like, as cities expand, people move out further, and then there's less inventory, and that happens. Okay,
exactly.
Well, that's really cool. Well, I'm really happy for you guys, and
thanks, Kevin. I appreciate